Happy Friday! Today is March the 27th. Welcome to Math 1. Today we're going to talk about Lesson 15, and we're going to talk about multiplying mixed numbers. So this is kind of going off of what we did yesterday, but I want to just go ahead because I know everybody says how much they hate fractions. So I just want to make it simple for you, and we're going to go over this very quickly. I'm trying to make this a short video, so y'all can get outside and enjoy your beautiful day today. And make sure you're doing your social distancing and washing your hands. So when you need to multiply with a mixed numbers, change the mixed number to an improper fraction. So a mixed number, the definition is a number that includes a whole number and a fraction. An improper fraction is a fraction in which the numerator is greater than the denominator. So let's look at this example. A shoe store factory produces 150 pairs of shoes each hour. The factory operates 7.5 hours each day, Monday through Friday. How many pairs of shoes does the factory produce each day? So number one, let's decide what we need to find the number of pairs of shoes produced in one day. Number two, it says note. What you already know is that you have 150 pairs of shoes produced every day in 7.5 hours of an operating each day. Number three, we're going to make a plan. You need to multiply 150 times 7.5. So number four says 7.5 is a mixed number. So we need to change it to an improper fraction, multiply the whole number by the denominator, and then add the numerator. That places the results over the denominator. So here we go. You see down here in this example here that we have 7 times 2 plus 1 equals 14, or 7 times 2 equals 14 plus 1 equals 15. We're doing the order of operations. And so this is going to give us 7.5 is going to give us 15 over 2. So then, of course, if we have a whole number, we know we place the 1 in the denominator. And so now we're just going to multiply. 15 times 150 is going to give us 2,250. And 2 times 1 is 2. So then we can simply come over here and simplify the fraction into lowest terms. So we're obviously, all we're going to do is we're just going to divide 2 divided by 2,250, and that's going to give us 125. Now, we can come back over here and we can actually simplify this. And we can go, and we know that you can divide 2, we'll divide into 150, and that'll go 75 times. Give us a 1. So then when we multiply, cross that out, 15 times 75, that's automatically going to give us 1,125 over 1. And of course that's going to equal 1,125. Now let's look at our test example. 1. A delivery driver drives an average of 16.5 miles each hour. She works 6 3/4 hours each day. How many miles does she drive in one day? So of course what we're going to do is we are going to multiply our problems out. So let's look here. So to be able to get our improper fraction, we're going to multiply 16 times 2 plus 1, and that's going to give us 32 plus 1. And so that's going to give us a total of 33. And then we're going to say 4 times 6 equals 24 plus 3 more equals 27. So then we're going to rewrite our fractions. And so now we're going to say 33 over 2 times 27 over 4. And we're just going to multiply that out. And that's going to give us 33 times 27 is going to be 891. And then 2 times 4 is 8. And then we're going to simply divide. So let's divide 8 divided by 891. So we know 8 will divide into 8 one time. Simply bring down the 9. We know that 8 will divide into 9 one time. Simply bring down the 1. It's going to give us 11, and then 8 will divide into 11 one time. And then that's going to give us a remainder of 3. So our answer is going to be, we rewrite this, is 11 3/8. Alright, so if you have any questions, remember to just send me an email or you can send me a message. So let's go over, we're going to work a few more together, and then I'm going to let you do the rest on your own. Alright, so on lesson 15, with multiplying with mixed numbers, let's read our instructions. It says, read each question and select the correct answer. Number 1 says, let's multiply 7 1/3 times 9. So, I've already written it out for us. What we're going to do is we're going to take our mixed number and we're going to turn it into an improper fraction. So, the way we're going to do this is we're going to multiply 3 times 7, and that is going to give us 21 plus 1, and that's going to give us 22. So when we go back to rewrite our problem into an improper fraction, this is going to read 22 over 3 times 9 over 1. So if we just went ahead and multiplied this out, or we can do this into simplest form. So let's go ahead and do this in simplest form. So we know that 3 and 9 will divide into each other. So let's make this into simplest form. So we know that 3 will divide into 3 one time. And then we know that 9 will divide into 3 3 times. So we're just going to simply multiply this out. So now we're going to say 22 times 3, and that's going to give us 66. And then 1 times 1 is 1, and that's going to give us 66. So we know our answer is going to be D. Now if we didn't want to work this out into simplest form, let's just go ahead and work this out the regular way. Let me fix this. Rewrite this for you. Just a second. Let me rewrite our 9. Okay, so we're just going to say 9 times 22 is going to give us 198. And then we're just going to multiply. 3 times 1 is 3. So the way we're going to work this problem out into lowest form is that we are going to divide. So we're going to say 3 divided by 198. So 3 will divide into 19 6 times. So 6 times 3 is 18. We're going to subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. We're going to go ahead and bring our 8 down. And we know 6 times 3 is 18. 0. So there we go. 66 is our answer. So number 1 is 0. numbers. Two different ways it's worked out. Okay, so let's go to number 2. Okay, let's look at number 2. So number 2 is 5 1/2 times 18 and 5 over 6. So we're going to take these mixed numbers and we're going to make them improper. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to say 2 times 5 is going to equal 10 in our order of operation. And we're going to say plus 1 equals 11. Then we're going to say 6 times 18, and that's going to give us 108. And we're going to say 108 plus 5 is going to give us 113. So our problem should look like 11 over 2 times 113 over 6. So let's go ahead and multiply this out. So we'll say 11 times 113 is 1,243. And that's going to be over 12. And then if we divide that out, we'll say 12 divided by 1,243. So we know 12 will divide into 12 one time. But 12 will not divide into 4, so we're going to go ahead and put our 0 there. Go ahead and bring our 3 down. So 12 will divide into 43 3 times. And 3 times 12 is 36. Subtract. Going to give us 7. So our problem is going to be, or our answer is going to be 103 with 7 over 12, which is big. Alright, so the rest of our problems, you'll be working responsible from 3 through 11 on your own. I'll go ahead and put 1 and 2 in there for you to do to help you to get some extra points. Remember, if you have any questions, this will be in Google Classroom, and it'll be all multiple choice. And remember, you can always go back if you need to do some extra work and work on iExcel, or you can go into TABE Academy. And we have all the ways that you can get into that into our Google Classroom. I hope y'all have a great, great weekend, and I will be sending up a video on Monday. Enjoy your weekend.